Hey, Bunny.
Yeah.
You know what time it is?
What time is it?
It is time for the return of the wondrous, magnificent Mega Wheel.
Going back to our roots.
Back to the roots. Here we go. This is the Gen-x-istentialists podcast. My name is Scot.
And I'm Bunny.
And we are taking you back to the beginning because things are kind of winding in weird and wacky ways.
Yeah. I think the Gen-x-istentialists may have reached its actual lifespan. Like it's. I think we've said almost everything we really want to say,
except for whatever Meg wants us to say.
That's right. We need to give that old babe some spotlight. You know, we talked recently to a strategic analyst who told us that random is wonderful and chaotic and fun. It's like a garage band, he said, but you know, it's not very marketable. But to that I say, who the hell cares? We're going to have some fun. This is our big blowout episode, so we're just going to do some Mega Wheel. We're going to answer whatever she asks. We're going to keep it nice and tight. Try not to sprawl so we can get her as much attention as she wants.
Which is difficult to do when you're talking about Mega Wheel, who I am currently spinning.
She is like, I don't know, a single-cell organism.
The floor.
Yeah, exactly. You ever see The Blob?
The Blob, yes. And so our first topic is, what does it truly mean to live an examined life?
What does it mean to live a truly examined life? I think if you haven't figured it out over the last 140 episodes of this project, you're never going to figure it out. So we live an examined life. I hope you guys out there will consider examining your life.
The Gen-x-istentialists has been all about examining life. This is what we've done. If you haven't paid attention as I spin Mega Wheel again, I don't know what to do with you. We've tried to lead you down the path. We've tried to give you the primroses and take you to the promised land. But
you know, the wonderful thing is, all of our episodes will be here for perpetuity. So you can always go back and school yourself in the weirdness that is Mega Wheel and the weirdness that is an examined life.
Wouldn't it be fucking weird if we got like posthumous success? Like somebody went back and started listening to our episodes and suddenly we got hip after we called it a day.
Yeah,
what that would be the ultimate irony, and I would be here for it. I would be fine with it.
The funny thing is, you know, you can always come back. Get the Ouija board out.
Yeah, we can do it. Call us. We're around. So, next topic: what city would you most like to live in?
I hate cities.
Do you?
I'll be perfectly honest with you, but if I had to pick one that I would like to try to live in, it'd probably be Montreal.
We'd be semi-neighbors because my answer would be Toronto.
Okay.
You'd have to learn French.
Yeah, I figured it out.
Somehow, some way.
There you go. I'm working on it.
And that would be exactly right. We will give Mega Wheel the Magnificent another spin. Have you ever been to Montreal?
I have not. I'm just a fan of the architecture up there.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. See, I've been to Toronto, and it is just magnificent.
So have I.
Love Toronto.
Yeah, it's okay.
Here's a great question for you. What do most people just not get?
What do most people not get? They don't get that, you know, you need to have a little quality in your products. I think we talked about this recently, that everybody thinks that they can just whip it out and that's good enough.
And it's not.
You got to put a little whipped cream on it.
Yeah. There's got to be something on it. You have to have some ketchup, some mustard. You've got to do some editing, man. Very seldom does anything come out perfectly the first time.
I know.
You got to add some polish, some spit and polish, as they say.
Yeah, spit on it.
As we give Mega Wheel the Magnificent another spin.
Man, she's going to get chafed.
Oh, she's already dizzy and wandering around the place here. Next topic here on the Gen-x-istentialists. Where do you get most of the decorations or ideas for decor in your home?
I think we just did an episode not too long ago about this, talking about man caves.
Man caves.
A lot of what I get is I seek it out in antique shops and that because I love late 60s, early 70s sort of Scandinavian style, dystopian modern, I guess would be the way to put it.
Yeah.
How about you?
I had a subscription to Playboy magazine for a long time, so those centerfolds ended up on. I'm kidding. I'm not kidding about having the subscription. I'm kidding about hanging them
decoupage
up on the
those
walls.
all over the bathroom.
Yeah, actually, if you remember, my one locker in high school had a bunch of centerfolds hung up.
I do remember that.
Yeah, skirting the edge of the law all along. No, from concerts and from bands, that's where a lot of stuff came from. A lot of it is art from museums, like the stuff Tracy and I have picked up. Like, we're fans of Jim Dine. We've got a couple posters of Jim Dine's art. We've got some Georgia O'Keeffe's up. Ron Burns, I think, does some cool cat pictures that we've got hanging up. If you come in our house, there's all kinds of stuff from local artists. Actually, there are a couple things hanging up that my comrade, friend in arms, has painted years ago. Yeah, so there's all kinds of stuff up. If we see something we like, we get it. Put it up.
It is a melange.
It is. As we spin Mega Wheel of Magnificent again, we're trying to make her so dizzy she just rolls off into the sunset.
Yeah,
that's the goal.
Yeah, she's got to retire her sometime.
Ooh, this is a long one. Okay. Is it moral to spend money on luxury items when people around the world are suffering from poverty?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, so we will give Mega Wheel of Magnificent a spin again. I've got the money. I don't have kids. Sure. Why not? Because if the money is still in the account when I cash in my chips, what good did it do me? None. None. The answer is none. How much more black could it be? And the answer is none. None more black.
I think he's right. There's something about this that's so black. It's like, how much more black could this be? And the answer is none. None more black.
What is one of the biggest misconceptions about you, Bunny?
I think the biggest misconception is that I've got it all together. I know a lot of people think, he runs his own business. You know, he's been working freelance for almost 20 years now. He's living the high life. As long as I got you fooled, that's all that matters.
You do have it way more together than most people.
I try, but boy, yeah. I'll tell you, a lot about life is just try by fire. It's flying by the seat of your pants. So.
Yeah. But you can only succeed doing that if you have done the prep work beforehand.
If you're good at what you do.
Don't ever do it for free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to learn that. How about you? What's the biggest misconception about Mr. Cave?
I think it's the same thing, that I've got things together, because usually, here's the thing I'm really good at is thinking on the fly and figuring stuff out on the fly. I'm really good at, here's a problem, we need a quick fix. Yeah. Cool, I can do that. Like in my job as a safety professional, we need to get this done. This is broken. How do we get from A to B? Okay, here are the options. Here's what we can do. Figure it out. And it's the same thing like in music situations. If you're on stage and something goes wrong, you can't just stop. You have to figure out a way to get from point A to point B. Like if I miss a beat, if I miss a note, I have to be able to adjust on the fly and get back in so I don't throw everything else off.
How much of this is personality traits versus, because both of us apparently, we love to free fall. I mean, that's the whole point, is that you love to put the plane together while you're flying.
Well, no, I don't. I like to have the plane together, because if I've got the plane together, if I've got a plan, then I know when something goes wrong. Sure. Because inevitably it will. I'm in the best possible position to get through it. Sure. For example, if you look to your right, there's a blue backpack there. Mm-hmm. That's my gig backpack. Okay. I don't just have one instrument cable in there. I've got 4. Sure. Why? And that is a lot. Even musicians listening to this are going, 4? Why? Well, because I need 2. I need one to go from my bass to my board and from my board to my amp. That leaves me 2 spares. So if something goes wrong, I've got one. If somebody else in the band or in another band that we're playing with needs one, I've got that too. That's for lassoing groupies and garroting bad fans. Garroting bad fans. That would be the main thing. But yeah, that's the whole thing. I like to preparation. People think that I just make things happen.
It's biggest not just misconception. For H anymore.
Yeah. Biggest misconception about me is that it just happens. It doesn't. It's about preparation beforehand. And so we will spin Mega Wheel the Magnificent again. As we're winding stuff down.
Mm-hmm.
And our next question is, should organ donation be made compulsory?
Absolutely not.
I say absolutely.
Yeah, I was ask the Jewish population about that. They don't. They don't even want to be embalmed, let alone harvesting their organs. Come on now.
What is?
Oy vey.
What is the thing?
Not my eyeballs.
I guess I could look this up too. But you worked in the mortuary industry.
I did. Yeah.
Are there a lot of differences in religious requirements for burials that, like, if I'm a mortuary director, I have to know each different one?
That's why you usually go to someone who is of your faith, or of your background, because you don't have to go through all that malarkey, as a former president used to say a lot. Yeah. You don't have to go through all that when you're burying someone of a different faith. So.
Wow.
But boy, the harvesting, they'll take anything. That's something that you don't realize. You think, they might take my corneas, or they might take, my whatever, some skin or something. No, they're like, do you need a head for this dental college? Well, just cut your friggin' head off. Oh, you need an arm for the orthopedic place? We'll cut your damn arm off and put it in a bag and send it somewhere. And then, Lord knows if all your parts come back at the end, when they give the families back the crimens of people who have donated themselves to science.
Really?
Yeah, so they have a big ceremony like every 5 years or 6 years once all the parts have been used up and the body's ragged out. They supposedly, once we've used all the bits up and we've run it into the ground, then they cremate the body, and then they have this mass sort of funeral / celebration of life where the surviving family members receive their quote unquote, family members' ashes. You don't know what you're getting. Are you getting sawdust?
Can you just check a box and say, no, you keep it? Like, we don't want it back?
I mean, I guess you could. I mean, there are some cadavers that have been at universities for decades.
Yeah, I mean, that would...
Pickled beyond belief, that they use for anatomy class, so...
Yeah, like, if I donated my body for science, I wouldn't want anybody expecting it back.
Yeah,
even remains, ashes, things like that. Like,
well, it's got to go somewhere. I mean, nobody wants all the parts.
Wash it down the drain.
Well, you're going to just stuff your butt in the toilet. It doesn't work
Flush
like that.
it.
Trust me, I've fallen in the toilet a number of times. It doesn't work.
We will give Meg another spin.
Yeah, that's probably a safe thing to do. I mean, you haven't lived until you've been in a room where you've got, teenage kids with a hacksaw and somebody's head off, in front of you. It's a real experience.
That's was there an age requirement at the mortuary school? Like, did you have to be 21 at least?
Well, no, you had to just you had to be like 18 or
so 18.
Yeah.
An 18-year-old could go
and saw a person's limb off.
Wow.
It's an experience for everybody, let me tell you.
I don't think it's an experience for me.
No, it wasn't really an experience for me either. This is my way of coping with the horrors that I can't comprehend.
Yeah, that's just... I would think that you would need a little bit more maturity to be able to handle that properly.
Yeah. You grow up real fast in those situations.
Okay, next question. Mm-hmm. What popular TV shows or movies do you refuse to watch?
Oh, wow, there's tons of them. I refuse to watch E.T., the extraterrestrial.
Which is criminal.
It's been so long, I can't be bothered to do that. I refuse to watch most of your hit shows on TV. Like, I've never seen Lost. I've never seen
but a few episodes of Lost.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to all the must-see TV, that was out. I never sat through an episode of St. Elsewhere or any of that kind of stuff, going way back to the Gen X stuff. Yeah, there's plenty of things. How about you?
Movie-wise, anything with the words Fast and Furious in it, I am just absolutely not interested in.
Sure.
TV shows, mostly reality-based or quote-unquote reality-based stuff, like anything from Survivor, Kardashians, Osbournes, any of that stuff. No interest in it whatsoever. Although the episode of the Osbournes, I saw a clip from one where Ozzy is sitting on like a stool and he's in the background of the shot and he just falls over backwards, seemingly for no reason. Okay. I may have dreamed that, but I think I saw that in a clip from the show.
He saw his last moments right there.
So I don't know. It's something very plausible that could have happened.
Rest in pepperonis.
I'm not sure.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah, it's sad we lost him last year. He was an icon. An icon, I say, as I spin Mega Wheel the Magnificent. Mm-hmm. And our next question is, God, it's so long. I'm glad we're getting rid of this.
Oh, no.
If you
hear that, Meg?
If you could see a futuristic pop-up event, think live holograms or drone fireworks, what would that perfect spectacle look like?
That's a strange question. I mean,
yeah.
Are you saying like a vision of the future, or are we just talking like a futuristic, display of something?
Tell me about your perfect spectacle futuristic pop-up event.
They should have those for like strip clubs where you go in and all the ladies are holographic. And so you've got like 20 of them going at once. You've got plenty of places to sit and look. It's like those space bars you see on cartoons or in sci-fi movies.
See,
That's something. You talk about places you've never been and things you've never seen. I've never been to an actual strip club.
Really?
Never.
How?
I should probably remedy that one of these days, but
I don't think there really are that many anymore. But how did you escape?
I missed the bus. I don't know. I didn't try to escape it. That's the problem. Just that maybe everybody was like, "Don't bring Bunny. He's a real drag."
No, I've only been to a couple, and the weird thing is, they are not as entertaining as you think.
I figured they wouldn't be. I'd want to go for the sadness,
and
the all-pervading sadness.
There was a lot of that.
That's arousing. Yeah. I'm sorry. What would your futuristic hologram firework display be?
You just mentioned the strip club, and I'm picturing not just the strip club, like naked and semi-naked ladies as holograms, but if we could turn that into like a chessboard. Where patrons are playing and,
naked chess.
Yeah, and so there's no actual violence, but kind of like the board in Star Wars where they're holographic.
Has no one done a XXX chess game yet?
If we haven't, we really need to.
Man, trademark that.
Think about the ROI on that.
Queens
copyright Bunny and Scot 2026. That could be our ticket to the stars.
That's right.
There. Holographic sex torture chess.
Yep. No more perennial losing for us.
Yeah, there you go. As we give Mega Wheel the Magnificent another spin here on the Gen-x-istentialists podcast.
That went in a weird direction, didn't it?
I don't know. Somehow we missed the drones and fireworks, but
I'm unburdened.
Yeah. Are there any causes or social issues that you, Bunny, are passionate about?
Absolutely not. How about you?
Yeah, actually, most of them. I lean very heavily to the left, so if it's a lefty rebel scum kind of thing, I'm probably all for it and well behind it. So, yeah.
Well, there you go.
That's me right there.
You need a handout, talk to Scott.
A handout? I don't have money to be given a handout. I just think everybody needs to be treated with equity. Something that we are not doing very well at. And so, our next question. What's the biggest impediment to innovation?
I think it's all those lefty handouts. Just joking.
What handouts?
those social causes that we keep talking about. What's the biggest impediment to innovation? You say? Yeah. I would say
the cult of the amateur.
Yeah, the cult of the amateur. Culture in general.
Yeah.
Culture has really swerved, and I'm not talking about just, my culture. I'm talking about culture in general. It's all swerved to the worst, like people People reward the lowest common denominator. People look
Yes.
up to criminals. People look up to dummies.
Yeah.
So there's not a lot of education going on. There's not a lot of reverence for innovators, inventors, or scientists or whatever.
When you don't value education, that means you don't value innovation. And when you don't value quality, you're not looking to innovate anymore.
Yeah.
And I think that's our culture in a nutshell right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of kind of this reliance on some big daddy to do it all for me. Be it daddy government, daddy God, daddy somebody's going to come down and take care of all this stuff for me because I shouldn't have to think about it.
Right.
That's a dangerous reliance to have.
And so I'll add that biggest impediment to innovation is a lack of a DIY attitude, a lack of do-it-yourself. And I know that sounds counter to some of the things we've talked about on the show, especially recently, but do-it-yourself doesn't mean just hack something out and put it on the internet. Doesn't mean just throw something together and put it out there.
Don't just cut that corpse's head off and toss it in the hallway.
Yeah. Actually use a good saw. Make a clean cut.
Oh, geez.
Bag it and package it properly for shipment. Don't kick it down the hallway as you go. It had a full set of teeth before we cut it off. I swear. I don't know what happened, boss. I don't know what happened. So we will give Mega Wheel the Magnificent another spin as we do come completely off the rails here.
Yeah, you realize this episode, we're just letting it all hang out because we're going out with a bang.
It's flopping in the wind, man. Yeah. Flopping in the wind as we talk.
Just like those arms
yeah.
of certain people.
Which cutting edge invention, like delivery drones and hyperloop travel, do you think is still too wild to catch on anytime soon?
I think fully autonomous butler-style robots.
Yeah.
As much as I would love to have one before I croak, I don't think we're anywhere near that sort of learning, that language learning or machine learning now for them to actually be useful. I think you can have robots running around, but finding them autonomous, it's a little too far ahead for that.
Yeah, I think delivery drones, even though they are in use in a lot of places, we're still a little bit far away from that actually.
Well, that's because of the culture.
Yeah, because we're willing to. We're willing to
people
accept.
People just throw stuff at them all the time.
Yeah, throwing them out there and just assuming that humanity is good. Nobody's going to hit this.
No.
Yeah.
You see what happened to that robot that was trying to go across the country? It was this fake little robot. They started it and it was like, oh, here I am and so, and it stopped in different cities and it made its way to New York and people beat the hell out of it and broke it into pieces, and that's as far as it made it.
Well, and that could have happened in any major metropolitan city.
That could happen to you.
That could happen to you. So we will spin Mega Wheel and Magnificent again and see what kind of wondrous topic we get. We're just throwing it all at the wall, seeing what sticks here. So, would you rather always have to shout whenever you talk or whisper?
I'd rather whisper. People that shout too much make me, climb the wall. I hate it.
Yeah, I agree. Shouting should never happen.
And there are some people that's their entire lifestyle. I mean, they're always talking at a ridiculously high volume.
Yes. And I've never understood some coaches in some sports thinking that you're going to get your point across better by yelling. And maybe
hate the military.
Or the military. Maybe for some people that works. But when somebody raises their voice around me, I immediately kind of go, all right, you're trying to convince me of something you don't really even believe yourself. Otherwise, you would just talk to me. So why should I pay attention to you? That's pretty much where I'm at. So we will give Mega Wheel the Magnificent another spin. I feel like I should hand the device to you and let you ask some.
I could if you want.
After this one.
All right.
We'll hand it over to you. So, time to be a boomer as opposed to a Gen Xer.
Sure.
What modern idiom, phrase, or popular adjective makes your skin crawl?
Oh, popular ones now?
Yeah.
It's got to be that 6'7" thing is really stupid.
Yeah,
I
I don't.
mean-
Is it like nothing? It's like the
6'7".
TV show Seinfeld. There's nothing there. Right?
Yeah, it's the same thing as "What's up?" Remember when that was a thing in the 90s? It's the same kind of thing. It's pointless.
Yeah.
Pointless.
I think mine would be calling things mid.
Yeah.
And it's for no real good reason. I know what it means. I get it. I just don't like it. It's not even like a boomer or Gen X thing. Oh, that's mid. It seems like such a weak way, like using a prefix as an adjective.
Go to bed, old man.
It's just so. Come on, man. You can do. Basically, it's this. It's me not liking mid is me telling younger folks you can do better. I've seen it in you. You can do better.
And that's the way I
please.
feel about 6'7". I feel bad that that's your thing because that's really stupid.
Yeah.
All right. Mega Wheel has been spun and she has landed on addicts should receive help rather than punishment. Yes or no?
Yes, for the first 2 times. After that, they should be killed.
Hey, I sort of agree with you on that one. Isn't there some way we can eat them? I'm just joking.
Soylent Green is addicts.
Yeah, I don't want.
And here's the thing.
I don't want that poisoned meat.
I think we both know people who have addictions, and so what I said partially in jest, but it is also this: if there's no ramification, if there's no final line, like at a certain point, you got to get your shit together.
Yeah,
and I want to help you.
That's the thing. An addict, you can't really help an addict. An addict has to choose to help themselves because you can help them all you want. And 9 times out of 10, they slide right back into whatever the situation was, whatever they're addicted to.
Yeah.
Unless they're willing to step over that threshold themselves, they're a lost cause. And that's your choice. I mean, I'm sorry. I know everybody's like, oh, addiction is a mental health issue. Not really. It's you make a choice to walk into that situation. You knew what you were getting into. If you're too weak to deal with it and you become addicted, that's on you.
Yeah.
Boy, the Empire coming to bat. So Mega Wheel is spinning, and we have, what do you think is the most annoying thing you do on a regular basis?
Oh, wow. Most annoying thing I do on a regular basis. Probably, I'm going to go with a work thing that I don't get as worked up as other people do when the drama hits.
Okay.
Like, I don't get carried away in the tidal wave of, oh my God, what are we going to do? I just kind of go, okay, what's the problem? Okay, let's take a look at how we can handle it. And I think some people find that annoying, that I don't get freaked out as much as other people do. I'll freak out occasionally. Sometimes there's stuff that happens. I'm just like, what? Why? But in general, I try to keep an even keel.
All right.
How about you?
I tend to go pessimistic.
You?
Yes, me.
Really?
So, yeah, even when things are going good, I always look for the dark side because that way I have something to kick against. So, but I know it annoys the hell out of everyone, including the person sitting across from me.
If you go down the dark path, it will forever rule your life.
Yep.
Turn away.
I am spinning the wheel on that.
Spinning the wheel.
What are the most effective measures to prevent gun violence?
Obviously, take away guns. I'm not advocating for that. Control, requiring training, requiring insurance for firearms owners so that they have a horse in the race if something happens. Control your firearms. I believe in the Second Amendment, even though it's anachronistic. I know a lot of people that hunt, a lot of people that target shoot. I grew up shooting and hunting. So I'm not against guns, but I am against the proliferation of guns with such a large contingent that was never actually trained in gun safety.
Well,
that doesn't have
stupid
insurance.
Guns, that's what happens.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing. Anybody can get one, and that's the problem. If we had just a little bit of control and a little bit of a requirement that you have to control your guns, I think that could really make strides.
All right.
Yeah.
I think Switzerland's the way to go, where everybody has a gun, everybody's trained in how to use a gun, and everybody carries when they want to. So it's one of those things where it's like, it polices itself. Plus, I also think if you were, because I've owned a gun almost my entire life. I know most people I know have multiple guns. Some people I know have arsenals of guns.
Yeah.
And they've never shot anybody. They've never accidentally discharged and blown somebody away just for the hell of it. And they haven't done it intentionally either. But there are people out there that do that. And I think those people should be executed, or I think those people should be put away for life.
If we're talking about hazard control, which is exactly what we're talking about, this is a safety thing. The hazard is there with every firearm.
Oh, absolutely.
And every family that has one, wherever they're at.
We're talking about intentional harm with a gun, not just accidental
or
discharge.
inadvertent.
Well,
because that comes down to a lack of training and a lack of control. I think the Swiss analogy, the problem there is the Swiss as a people are far more reasonable, far better educated, and far more logical than your typical citizen in the United States.
Yeah, well, we're a little diverse for that.
Well, sure, there's that too, but that's not part of it.
Oh, that absolutely
I think that, I don't know. I don't want everybody to have a gun. I've been at target ranges where I felt like half the people that were shooting around me shouldn't have had a fucking gun. I mean, you've had the same thing, right?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah, so really, come on.
Well, I'm spinning the wheel, and we've got a different topic now. It's another controversial topic.
Uh-oh.
Does peer pressure have a net positive or a net negative impact?
I think net negative, because I think conformity is the enemy of greatness.
I feel the exact opposite.
Wow. Imagine that.
I know. Peer pressure is a wonderful thing when it works, when it's for the benefit.
How do you control it? What's beneficial? Who decides?
I don't know, but I mean, if you're into,
Sorry
if you're
to
worried
just
about
rapid fire there.
No. It's absolutely, I think bullies have a place. Even though I was a victim of bullying when I was a young kid.
Bullies have a place.
I think bullies have a place. I think peer pressure has a place because it keeps people from acting out and being completely ridiculous.
I think some peer pressure for basic social mores and some norms of behavior. But in general, I will never condone bullying.
Okay.
Having suffered it as well myself, that's just one of the things I will not get behind.
I think it's an ecosystem thing for me. It's hard to swallow when you're the prey getting predated on or whatever. But
Predated.
Predated.
We have coined a new term.
Word.
Copyright 2026.
I'm trying to spin and talk at the same time. I don't do this often. Scott gave me this time. Oh boy. Here's one for you. What is your number one goal for the coming year?
Lose some weight.
Lose some weight. Mine is I have a career change. So
start shipping those resumes, baby.
Yeah, shit. Another 300 down the toilet. We're spinning now. If you could adopt one personality trait from someone you know, what would you take and from whom?
Oh, wow. Personality trait. I think my wife's ability to smile even when things are tough.
Okay.
Because I tend to get very stoic. I tend to...
He gets morose, folks.
I don't really get morose. I fall inside myself and I just get... It's that even keel thing. And
you get all grumpy-faced and look all pissed off.
Well, sometimes. But like if something comes up, most of the time, if we're having trouble getting something done or making something happen, she finds a way to smile through it. And I find that very energizing in those situations. About you?
It's the same. My wife has this ability to just be remarkably even keel.
Yeah.
When things aren't going so well. She's very good in traffic. That's my Achilles heel is people are my Achilles heel, unfortunately, which is a big definition. But yeah, she can drive through the worst situations and just be absolutely fine, where I'm like, fuming and, cursing death on anyone in my way and flicking people off at random and honking and just being a complete ass. So,
which helps so much when you flip people off at random
situations. It's that reason I should have a gun, right? No, I appreciate, and that's the thing. I think opposites do attract in a lot of ways, and I think she is that calm space for me, and I am that energy, passion side for her. So
cool.
So we've spun the wheel one more time. How can art and literature foster a sense of community or belonging?
Well, I think first we need to convince people to start reading again. Education. Invest in education.
Yeah, I mean, that's like a dumb brochure type question. Like,
Mega Wheel let us down.
Is art good or bad? I don't know. Ask your mom. All right, we're spinning down. Here's a big one for you. If you made a cassette tape mix of classical philosophy quotes for a Gen X friend, which quotes would you pick first? So let's just say one quote.
One quote.
Mm-hmm.
Eric Fromm, logic does not exclude madness.
Oh, who would you pick that for?
Everybody.
You have to pick one person. Who would you send that to? We're calling you out, whoever this is.
I would send it to you.
Oh, would you?
Yeah.
Now, why is that? You think I'm bad or something?
No, I think that...
It wouldn't be the first.
I think that sometimes, and I think probably both of us do this, we forget that as much as we try to reason and problem solve our way through things, sometimes the chaos is okay.
This is true.
How about you?
I'm trying to think of an actual philosophy quote. I'm not as well versed in these philosophy.
I missed the second part of the question. That was just the first one that popped into my head too. So that,
yeah, I mean, I think it would have to be something really boring because I can't think of one off the top of my head. But know thyself.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yeah, know
100%.
thyself. And I would send that to half the people I went to high school with.
Wow.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's people that kind of are still trying to figure out who they are at this age. Maybe that's a good one for anybody with a midlife crisis.
It's a good one for anybody. It's actually a good one to end the show on.
Is it? You want to end the show already? Mega Wheel's got one more thing.
If Mega Wheel's got... Let's do three more. We'll do three more. But I think know thyself. If there is a running theme for the Gen-x-istentialists, now that I think about it, I think that's it.
Yeah.
For almost every question we've tackled.
It took 140 episodes to get to that.
Every topic, it goes back to ancient Greek philosophy and know thyself.
All right.
The way you interact with people, the way you create, the way you see the world.
This is going to show my lack of intelligence on philosophy topics. Who said know thyself?
It was either Aristotle, Socrates, or Plato.
Okay,
honestly, I can't remember which one.
Julius Caesar salad, or
no, it
Diogenes.
was one of the three. I think it was Socrates.
Okay,
I'm banking my money on Socrates. My philosophy cred is on the line here, saying that was Socrates.
All right.
So it was Socrates. It was also inscribed at the Temple of Apollo at Delphi. It probably predates Socrates, but he's the one who the quote gets attributed to. Back to the podcast.
Well, Mega Wheel has spun up. The next question, what about our friendship is important to you?
Everything.
It's time to make it real. Oh, listen to that.
No, I mean literally it's
touched.
everything. The fact that we've known each other so long.
It's true.
And
it's venerable at this point.
Yeah, having somebody that I can talk to about anything that knows my background as well or better than I do has been hugely instrumental to me as a person, as a man, as a husband, as an artist. Everything.
Yeah. I agree. I hate to be like, oh, ditto, all that, but it's true. Yeah. I mean, how long have we been friends? Like, how many years is it now?
It was 5th grade, so...
Is that 10 or 11 or
10?
Okay. So it has been at least 42 years.
Yeah.
We've been friends.
The
That's
answer
amazing.
to life, the universe, and everything
It's
is
true.
in our friendship.
Amazing. Next question. If every hobby or pastime became an Olympic event, which one could you realistically compete in, no matter how obscure?
Masturbation.
Oh, well, there you go. Look at him go. He's got the backstroke and everything.
Yeah, whatever stroke you pick. Got it covered. I was going for sheer comedy on that.
All right.
I'm not very good at that at all. I don't know. Bass playing, talking, extemporaneous speech.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, throw a topic out. I think we could both compete in
I'll
that.
tell you, I'm very good at cutting on the beat when it comes to edits and stuff. You throw any piece of music into something, and I can immediately, just from like, not just even like looking at the wavelength or whatever, I can read wavelengths like language, basically, so I can tell everywhere.
Slice and dice.
Yeah, slice and dice. So it's second nature now. It's
Nice.
weird. So if there was an Olympic event for cutting to the beat, that would be my thing.
Is this our third and final?
This is the third and final, unless it's a real crap fest. So we're spinning down. Oh, that's stupid. Look at me. I'm Scott. Now. I'm skipping a topic.
Honestly, in the mixing of this episode, I'm not going to be able to fit all the wheel spins in because we're just flying through.
We
these.
are flying through them.
I'll just add weird sound effects instead of wheel spins.
All right, here we go. Final one. Do you believe in fate or free will?
Both.
Or free willy?
Both. I believe in free will. We make our choices and we set ourselves up for success and failure. But I think it's also a matter of where we're at, being able to answer the door when someone knocks, being able to understand what opportunities are. Mm-hmm. And yeah, it's a mix of both fate and free will.
I heard a very infuriating podcast this morning, ironically, that was stating that free will doesn't exist at all.
Who the fuck said that?
I don't know, some guy, he has a book called The Three Illusions. And one of them was free will, the other was time.
True.
And then there was another one that I think I checked out before I got to that point because I was like, free will, give me a break.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I absolutely believe there's free will. I mean, I
That's,
think it was his whole idea was that, oh, well, when you think of something, tell me about the last thought you had in your head. Now, did you have a little animated version of you inside your head that said, hey, we're going to think about this? Or did it just magically happen because of chemicals and other things, and environment? That's because you have no free will. This was this guy's argument, that, oh, so why worry about anything? Why worry about the way, like if somebody says bad things to you or is having a bad day, it's not really their fault. It's just the way it is. That's chemistry.
Yeah, it's a lack of responsibility.
Exactly. It's their way of writing things off. And this was like a best-selling book, apparently, that he wrote about this. And I'm like, everybody's just looking for a panacea so they don't have to put forth the effort. This is the new, that's just the way it is, man. Just live and let live, man.
As much as I disagree with that part on free will, I do agree about time because time is subjective. All time is a measurement of change, be it where the sun is, where the seasons are. Calendars are human creations. If an alien species from another planet showed up here and you told them it's 9:30 a.m., they'd go, what the fuck does that mean?
Well,
in
I think
whatever their language is.
His idea of time was that time is like a giant block of ice. And your entire lifetime is in this block of ice and it's already been lived out. So all you're doing is you're slicing little pieces off. You can only experience it by the slice. So it's like whatever happens in the future has already happened. So it's like you're watching episodes of a TV show is your life. So every day you're watching a new episode and you're invested in it because you care about the character. But it's already pre-written, so there's going to be an end to the show and all that. It was really stupid. It's this idea of like, oh, well, that's just the way it is. It's just a TV show. So all you kids that die when you're like 12, I guess you just got canceled.
You got canceled. Wow.
And with that, my friends, we're going to cancel this for a little while. It has been an absolute pleasure to bring the Gen-x-istentialists to life, and we're so glad that you stopped in and listened, all 14 of you. But no, thank you so much. This is Bunny signing off. Let's give it to Scott.
Thanks to everybody that made this so well worth it. Everybody that made comments when we posted on Facebook and on the various formats. It's been an absolute blast. I'm looking forward to whatever Bunny and I do in the future, because we've got a couple other podcast ideas popping. Things are going to be out there, but the format of the...
If you guys have any ideas...
send them our way.
Yeah, something you want to hear, something you think we would be a good fit for, since we're so simpatico.
Yeah.
42 years simpatico, so...
Yeah, so until next time, we've loved doing this for you. This is the Gen-x-istentialists podcast. My name's Scott.
And I'm Bunny.
We will not catch you next time unless we redo it, so please have a good one.